Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, King Dia, Lauren Frey, Grim Clover, Internet Blood Sports, especially Internet Blood Sports, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. I was just out taking my bike for a ride, just see my beautiful girlfriend there. Great time, having a great time, but I'm not sure I'll have time to record a video tonight, so this is really important. I really needed to get this made today before anything else happens, before anything goes wrong, before I get distracted, before like the narrative changes, because, sorry, I'm still out of breath. Before the narrative changes, okay? Last night was one of the most insane situations I've ever seen when it came to a new game reveal, or a new character reveal, I should say. Bridget from Guilty Gear, a character that has a dedicated fan base for certain reasons. He's a fucking trap, basically. One of the most notorious anime traps ever, in any game ever. I can't believe I'm out in public talking about this stuff. One of the most notorious video game traps out there, up there with Chihiro, up there with, like, I don't even fucking know. Like, who's the other traps? Bridget has an established fan base, right? Bridget has a history, a legacy, people who actually like and enjoy the character for who he is, right? That's Bridget, right? Last night, Bridget was revealed as the first DLC character for Guilty Gear Strive, and almost immediately there was this very, very big fan reaction to it. Namely, the fact that the dialogue seemed to imply, or rather, the Twitter seemed to think that the announcement was confirming that Bridget was trans. Like, that seems to be the thing that happened. Is that the SJWs saw this trailer and immediately told themselves, that's a tranny. That's a transgender individual. Bridget is trans now. And as we've come to find out over the past few hours, now that we've analyzed the footage, now that we understand what's going on, we've learned that was a fucking joke. like the entire thing, Bridget is the same he's always been, has been like a male cross-dressing as female. And certain people decided to try and adopt him as trans, right? So we've seen this happen several times over the past couple of years. I've seen like a number of notable examples. I think the most notorious is probably Naoto from Persona 4. A lot of people will try and tell you she's trans, even though she's not, right? We've seen this with the protagonist from Shin Megami Tensei 5. I saw a lot of people claiming that character to be trans, and now we're seeing it again with Bridget. And I am getting very, very tired of seeing this. I really am. I think these people are trying very hard to convince Japanese publishers that their lifestyle is popular in the West, that there's demand for it, that there's a lot of people who want to see stuff like that, and it doesn't seem to be working, but it's very, very frustrating whenever we see this. Very frustrating indeed, and I don't know, this is probably the most blatant attempt I've seen at trying to co-op a character, and there is some logic behind it, but at the end of the day, traps are not the same thing as transgenders. They're not the same thing. And to see the transgender community try and adopt this character or convert this character into being what they want is unacceptable, even if I'm not a fan of Bridget or what he stands for. I feel like the character has a right to exist as the way he always has, right? I feel very strongly about that, and I think most serious gamers feel the same way.